It's...
Venti is large.
No, Venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Honey, that's great coffee. It's
Smell good ground coffee.
Hey, here's your free cup of coffee from a lady in Rhode Island.
What?
I'm sorry that it's still so fucking dark. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show that lasts as long as my mug of coffee. Going to be going over just some stuff today, just bantering, really. I was just talking online to Matt Decker on Twitter, and he had pointed out that he dug my glasses because I said, you know, I've been wearing this style of glasses since I was 18. I bought my first pair of tortoise shell oval glasses when I was 18 years old with my own money. And just as proof, here you go. I'll share screen. This was taken. This is, I think actually this is the beginning of spring of '83. Share screen. 1983. Same damn look. Only difference is I wear a smaller earring now. I was working construction, so my hair was really bleached out on top. It was crazy. Very ginger blonde. And I discovered that, yeah, I got gingers in my family. I got a lot of gingers. My kid's a ginger. My middle one. Absolutely a ginger. I want to say good morning to my friend Christopher. How you doing, man? He dropped in. Oh, it was so bad. You should see what I wrote on Facebook page. I was cranky. I'm not sure if he's talking about Star Trek or if he's talking about Kenobi. I'm assuming maybe Kenobi.
Yeah, he's Kenobi.
That was painful. Oh, that was me saying hi. Mr. Tickletrunk, good morning. So good morning to Das Wolfen and Chris and Mr. Tickletrunk. Who else is here? Arwood is here. Guten Morgen, guten Morgen, guten Morgen, Augen Avalon. Von gehen Sie? I'm finally fully caffeinated. Not yet. I'm just starting mine. I walked the dog, made myself breakfast this morning. I ate it waiting for Martin to show up. Dorknet is here. Good morning. I was going to invite folks on, but I'm actually going to pretty much do this one on my own today because we have a TGIF today and on a group discussion day. So I'm just going to throw out my opinion on things and both my personal and my professional opinion. And then later on the show, we can then banter as a group. Yeah, everybody's just saying hi to each other. That's okay. Well, get on with it. Oh, telling me what to do. Oh. Well, I think I actually have a good video for that one. Where is it at? Here it is.
Right. Get on with it.
So we will. Let me get back to the chat here. I love that clip. Good morning, all. That's Irvin. Gerry is never late, nor is he early. You know the rest. I don't know what that means, Martin. What the fuck are you saying? You're a white minority. I think because Steven and I watched the first half of together. We watched the first half of I just forgot his name, Ricky Gervais's new stand-up routine. And when he says, you know, I'm a rich white guy, millionaire. And what is that? Like 1%? with minority. Okay, wait, what did it say? But my narrative. Nobody's perfect, Dork Knight. I still love you. Well, you saw my great Dork Knight, so don't fucking act like a cunt about it. Jesus Christ. Oh, I liked it. Well, it's not like I fucking hated it. It has the typical same problem. And I'm not going, and I got after Normie about this. We only have so many fucking characters we can use in one fucking post, right? Right? So I'm not going to keep repeating the same fucking problem that the entire series has. Pike has been relegated to a conduit character. He's not a central character. He's not really the one telling the story. And it's problematic. It really doesn't fucking work that way. And it's one of the problems in the story dynamic. Two, too many fucking females in every fucking scene. It becomes really disconcerting. It's like, come on, man. It would never be like that. Try to be realistic. I will give the show this, and I really do commend them. I don't think she's done anything. They found one astrophysicist who stepped into work with Star Trek, and she's been doing little stuff here and there, but this show, I think her work's been really shown a lot better because they're trying so hard to finally do sci-fi. But I'm telling you, Alex Kurtzman can't help himself. He can't. I mean, he said it. It's a fucking quote that Star Trek isn't important unless it's a platform for his political agenda. He said it. It's on video. Mr. H, Midnight's Edge, Doomcock, everybody, Nerdrotic has covered what he said. That is a matter of fact. And he is still trying to do that with this show. And one of the ways he does it is he throws an obnoxiously large number of females in every fucking shot. It's obnoxious. It is. And it's insulting to the intelligence that anybody would think that there'd be that many fucking women on a command ship. It's the military branch of the Federation. No, he's not acting like Captain. He's a guy. Well, he has some great moments in this episode. I will tell you that, Mr. Tokodronka. He's actually in command in this episode. The problem with this episode is, once again, it went to the narrative of a female character because they wanted to give it to a female character rather than have the captain open the fucking story when he's the one giving the star dates and the reports. That's his job. So I thought that was just fucking ridiculous. But the science in the show is a lot better. They use real science in it, using the envelope around the black hole the way they did. It was really neat the way they did it. I thought it was pretty cool. PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. What are you doing drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon at this time of morning? You, sir, are an alcoholic. Oh my God, too much vag on that ship. It really is. It's ridiculous. It's unrealistic. I also dislike the scene where it starts upside down, going down one of the corridors as they're getting ready to close the breaches on the ship. And it starts upside down, throwing you off, and then rotates as he runs over the camera. He grabs the guy. And now you're talking to a person who's actually had to carry people and walk with them. And all of a sudden, it's like he can't fucking get to the fucking door. He's going really slow with this guy. And it's like, sorry, man, it doesn't work that way. I could have got that guy there as, doing a fireman or a shoulder carry. It doesn't matter. And could have got into that door. It was unrealistic and stupid. The reaction, too, was dumb. It was a dumb scene. Badly done. But the science is really good in it. There's a lot of good action in it. I do have another major problem, which is that the Gorn were not a known species to the Federation. They were unknown. They were unknown until Kurt's first run-in with them in Stardate, I think it was 30456. Let me go back and check. I got to double check because I don't want to get my information wrong. But because I posted about it last night.
Well, the fact that Jason Isaac has a pet tribble on the Discovery.
Okay, here it is. Yeah, I found my post. Star Trek Strange New Worlds problems. Number 1, canon. Starfleet nor the Federation dealt with the Gorn until Stardate 3045.6. I got it right. When the Enterprise, under Kirk's command, discovered that Cestus 3 colony was under attack by an unknown alien species, which they later learned is called the Gorn, because of another alien species that intercedes. Well, the problem is, look, if you're not making Star Trek for Star Trek fans, who are you making it for?
The new audience.
The new audience isn't there. It's in the thousands. The new audience, thousands. They need to be at a 2 to 4.5 million type thing, and they're in the thousands. Okay, so it's nighttime somewhere. Gotcha, Keys Portal. Hey, Pacific 414, how are you doing, my friend? And I didn't really say hi to you, Kings, so good morning. Who else is here? Oh, lovely Sherry is here. Good morning, lovely Sherry. I swear to God, I just saw the word niche in the fucking chat. I swear to God, Mr. Tickle Trunk, you are fucking trying to trigger me. You're doing it on purpose. I know you are. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
If I could make it bigger, I would.
It had. Here's the funny thing. A lot of people don't know that the way the Nielsen's worked in 1968 was different than they worked in 1969. One fucking year, they changed the way they did their census, their polling. And if they had polled in 1968 the way they polled in 1969, they'd have never canceled Star Trek, because they found out that 18 to 49 demographic was way up there. There you go. So no, they're millions. It's niche when you're in the thousands. I will say that the Neo fans are niche. Legacy fans are in the millions. So we are not niche. Even though I know you just fuck with me. I'm debating with you anyway. It's like the fight I had with Martin before the show. Deckard is a replicant. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is. I'm fucking with you, man.
I know. King's Portal. What did you say? I seen a guy use the Star Trek debit card the other day. We talked a little bit about Star Trek in the parking lot. Was it a good conversation? I hope it was a classic Legacy fan, because talking to these Neo Star Trek fans, one, I don't believe them. They don't buy anything. If you're not putting your money into what it is you're a fan of, you're not a fan. That's just the way it works, man. Fans, true fans, collect and buy shit. That is our thing. We're obsessed. That's why we're called fans. It means fanatic. We're a fanatic over something. We're fanatical. Wait, what's this? Oh, nobody. I don't know why that's it. I got to tell you something, man. I do not understand stream elements yet. Deckard isn't a replicant, even if the creator is dumb enough to say he is. The movie is shit if he's a replicant. It makes no sense, because the entire story is about his personal. That's his story arc, personal redemption. Going from somebody he was called in this script, he was referred to as either Mr. or Captain Midnight. He was known for slaughtering an entire group of replicants by himself in a warehouse. That was in the original. It's not in the film, but it's it's stuff also referenced in the book too, that he was really very good at what he did, and he was losing his grip on reality and who his humanity was. He lost his wife. He's an alcoholic, and when he meets Rachel, for the first time, he has this chance to reattain his humanity that he felt he'd lost previously. So therefore, as that being part of the character and story arc, removing that at the end by him being just another replicant, you've lost that. And then what is it about? Nothing. The entire story was about nothing. And this is a problem. It's a logic issue with writing. Yeah, he was an OT. What's OT? The debit. Oh yeah, gotcha. The debit card. You ready? What? School Federation logo. Oh, that's fucking cool, dude. That is so cool, man. Yeah, I show people mine, and I can show it to you because the number's on the backside of my card. But I get into so many conversations when I use this, especially when I run into gamers, because 100 Thieves is on my debit card. And I was like talking at Walmart, buying something. This girl that was my cashier goes, "Do you like 100 Thieves?" I'm like, "What is it? What's it about?" "It's a video game. You have it on your debit card?" I went, "I know that. Of course I like it. It's on my debit card." It's much more poetic for him to find his. No, it's not just poetic. Even though I agree with you. It is poetic. It's not much more. It is poetic, and that's part of it. Without that, there's no story. There's no arc, and every story should have an arc. You don't have to have a plot, but you have to have an arc. A character should not be the same from the beginning of the story as they are at the end of the story. They have to have transitioned and changed. That's just a simple fact of writing. He just said Decker was. How did we end up in this? I brought it up. I shouldn't have brought it up. God damn you, Martin.
That's karma.
You fucking started this shit. Hey, I don't care who it is, but I'm down to almost no coffee, and I don't get paid till next week. So if somebody wants to buy me some coffee, man, go for it. It's through the Stream Elements thing. Just I think it's like $3 tops, and it'll buy me some coffee. It also makes the end scene between him, Roy Batty, more meaningful, of course, because now we've seen Batty's story arc, his character arc, where he has gained some humanity and empathy. Because before he was lashing out, and finally at the end, he's embraced his death, and he delivers a line that originally it was almost 2 pages of dialogue. And he went into his trailer, Rutger Hauer went into his trailer and took elements of it and then added stuff of his own. Don't yell at me, Arwen. And he came back out and delivered that line, and everybody on the set was moved by what he did. Rutger delivered that line, and he added specifically, he was the one who created the line "like tears and rain." Yeah, he had a poet's heart, man. I loved Rutger. He was a good guy. I hate that I every once in a while, it's like, because we lost Morgan. I was friends with Morgan Paul. He was the other rep detective in Blade Runner, the one who gets shot by not Roy Batty, Brian James' character. I just got his Leon. And a lot of people don't catch that he actually has a gun in his hand. They both had guns aimed at each other under the table. Leon just happened to be faster as a replicant. And Harrison Ford has said that he never played the role as if it were a replicant. No, he refused. That was okay. I want to go back. Go back to that one real quick. Yep. Because I'm going to address this, and then we're going to move on to the subject of the day.
But we have this super chat here.
Mr. Tickletrunk Stream Elements thing. There's no links anywhere, so I'm forced. Yeah, see, I don't get it when it goes through YouTube for a month. That's why I was like, dang it. This should be here. Oh, never mind. I don't want to do that. But thank you, sir. Branding. See, I want to get away from using what they do on YouTube because they take too long and they take 30%. PayPal and Square take 3%. YouTube takes 30%. Google does. I'm going to say Google, not fucking YouTube. But for you, I shall play. Oh man, they're all redundant. I hate redundancy. I will. Okay, this one. It's classic. Got to play it.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
There we go. Thank you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Very kind of you. Let's see. Where the heck is it? I was looking at something and now I've lost it. Okay. Oh, I was wanting to go back. Where was it? Replicants are human too.
Replicants' life matters.
Where is it? I saw it. Yes, there it is. Dorknight. Harrison Ford, absolutely. And here's the thing that people aren't aware of. And this was, I thought it was fairly obvious what happened because Harrison was not a big fan of what Ridley did. It absolutely led to contention between the two. And they stopped talking over the fact that Ridley was pushing this thing. And Deckard's like, you're fucking up the story doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to play that character that way. Anyway, they're angry at each other. Seriously. Years later, we're going to get our sequel finally. And, but they sit down, and this is reported. They sat down over some bourbon. It was Black Label. It's Black Label because it's connected with Blade Runner. They're drinking some Black Label, and all of a sudden, the argument started again. And then it was reported within that same article. Oh, they were just it was a friendly debate kind of thing. No, it wasn't. I guarantee it wasn't. And within the same week, it was announced that Ridley was stepping down as director for no fucking reason to executive producer. And then soon after that, it was announced that Vinny Delenview was going to, or Vinny Delenview, whatever his fucking name is, Denis Villeneuve, that's his name, was going to be the new director. I knew immediately what happened. The argument came back up, and he wanted to go from the point that Deckard was a replicant. I know Ridley did, because it was his fucking idea. Even though both Hampton Fancher's going on record. That was not mine. And it wasn't David's either. David said he didn't write that either. It's not in there. That was Ridley's idea. And directors that circumvent the writing of the screenwriters often, if they don't know how to tell stories, fuck it up. And it's a big fuck up to do that. Because Ridley's not a writer. And he's not a really good storyteller. His best films have always been films shot from a very well-written screenplay. Now, I'm not saying his films aren't beautiful and enjoyable, but I'm telling you, structurally, his films make no sense. None of his Alien prequels make sense. They're bad. It's bad writing, and I love Ridley. So, where are we? What's going on here? I want to go back and see this. What's going on here?
Anything.
Two movies. Remember Roy act. Yeah. Gerry is the manager of the redundant department of redundancy. Yeah, that's a classic fucking Monty Python joke. I love that. See, that's the link right there that's supposed to do it, where you're supposed to go to that link. Stream Pop Culture Minefield tip. Just the tip. I don't want to put the whole thing in. I have to take off, but I'm still listening. I can't VPN to work. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know. Been there. Johnny Walker, Black Label. Whatever it is. I forget the hold on. Blade Runner. Images. Ooh, that's a nice one. It's yes, it's Johnny Walker Black Label. They even put out an official Blade Runner bottle in celebration of the new film. I thought that was really cool. Even though it's not exactly the same one that's in the movie, because the one in the movie looked more like that. There we go. And you can find that. Here's a photo. Let me open this. Open image in new tab. And boom, baby. Enlarge. Enhance. Enhance. Blade Runner Joker. There it is. And that's the four-cornered tumbler.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't know how to drink out of those. I've seen people try to drink out of the flat section. It goes all over them.
You have to use the
You
corner.
drink from the corner. Yeah, it's like really. I literally watched somebody like try to take a drink and it went down both sides of the face. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's so goofy. Why would you fucking drink that way? TGIF. Hold on, let me check my message. Oh, people liking the pose. Yes. Jesus Christ. Stephen asking clearly redundant questions. So yeah, that's supposed. I don't understand why they did it that way. I really need to go back into Stream Elements with Stephen because Stephen understands it better than I do. I don't know what I'm doing in there. Yes, enhance. My favorite use of that was in the movie Super Troopers when Thorny is sitting there with Brian Cox watching him. He goes, enhance, enhance. And then Brian Cox's character is like, will you stop that? Snapping at him. It's funny. Yeah, Johnny Walker, Black Label. I've always wanted to. I have a lot of cool props. They're not here. They're in storage. I have the Blade Runner. I have an actual one of the Blade Runner pistols made from the mold of the stunt gun from Blade Runner. And it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. It lights up and everything. That set me back. But that's the problem is when you're a true collector, I pick and choose. I have a lot of spinners from Blade Runner. I have like 6 different versions of the spinner that were done either as toys and or model kits. Oh man, that's a great film. Classic fucking comedy. Need to take my son to work, so I'll be lurking. Okay. Uns. Informedia Live. What is up, man? Peace and respect. Good to see you. Good morning and welcome to the show. So I really kind of wanted to go into some stuff dealing with, because we've had some sad news. We lost Ray Liotta yesterday. Apparently he'd been suffering from cancer. And like so many, keeps it quiet, now Infomedia, I'm curious, did you come to us because of my interview with Count Gordeval? Because that got released yesterday, and so I'm just making a connection. I'm assuming because you said live that you watched one of the recorded episodes, and that one, it's that whole fucking I didn't know that he was a great actor. Wow. I think he's fucking with me. Okay. Ray Liotta, man, he played Henry Hill in Goodfellas, man. What a classic role. The guy, I think one of my second favorite film of his was Copland, which was basically a retelling of High Noon. We lost the keyboardist to Depeche Mode and the drummer for Yes. Yeah, I knew about Depeche Mode, didn't know about the drummer. Damn. Those guys, man, they've been around. Depeche Mode is young. I mean, he's my age. So it sucks he died. But the drummer from Yes, man, that dude was in his 70s. So that's the name of the channel, Infomedia Live. I found you in someone else's stream and I subscribed to your channel. Well, thank you. That's really cool. Do you was it 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser with Toxic Tuesday? God, I love that, doing that show. I was so sad we didn't do a show this week. Good morning, Monkey Jeebus. Also, fuck you. Ray Liotta is a goddamn legend. You fucking right he is. I think the worst thing I ever saw him in was that stupid In the Name of the King. He was a villain in it. And I was like, what in the living fuck? U-Bowl, man, I don't know how he does it. He convinces real talent to be in his shit films. He pulls it off. And amazingly, his films are almost always profitable, which is the problem because they're really bad. So when you see a really bad film being profitable, it makes people like me go, yeah, I heard about it last night, right after, and you know, this is a sad thing about me, and I apologize. I do. I'm not a big fan of Depeche Mode. It's not like I hate them. They did 3 songs I really liked, but past that, I didn't enjoy their music. Also, I have to admit that my ex late wife was a big fan, and that made me hate them because I didn't like her. So there you go. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. So, but anyway, we've got his death, which is really apparently, you know, something that they were preparing for. But I kind of wanted to talk about some of the films that he did. And I mean, this guy went all the way back into the early 80s. And I remember falling in love with him way before he was in Goodfellas, in a little fucking film called Something Wild. And that movie was insane. It had, what's his name? Oh, shit. I just got his name. Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels in it. And he's a hapless average Joe. And of course, Melanie Griffith, who is just a dish, was in it. And he falls for her, and she's connected with this very dangerous guy played by Ray Liotta. And it's a comedy, but it's also kind of dark. So if you've never seen Something Wild, go check that film. It came out in '86. I watched it with my buddy Matt McGuire. I watched a lot of films with him. Yes, is the Owner of a Lonely Heart is a fucking banger. Actually, you know, what I thought was great about that song was that Yes, which was a prog rock band, outdid every 80s band with really one of the best fucking 80s songs that done in the 80s style than anybody else. Yes. What a great song. And
You know that sounds that song.
what's
I
that?
think the song "Owner of a Lonely Heart."
Yeah.
It always reminds me of the theme of "A Look to a Kill," "A View to a Kill."
Yeah, with Aha. Yeah. It was so funny when I heard about they're working on that in the studio that they ran into conflict with the production company and the composer because they wanted to do their version of the song. Aha did. And it's like,
No, it's what Duran Duran.
oh, Duran Duran. Which one is the one that Aha did?
Take on Me.
No, with James Bond. They did one of the James Bond songs.
I don't remember.
All right.
Let me watch the
I
next.
can use Google. Thanks a lot, Martin.
You keep talking. I look for it.
I'm looking it up right now. It is Living Daylights. And that was, yeah, they were the ones. Not actually, Duran Duran was really complicit with everything that they wanted when they did their version. That's right. But Living Daylights was the song that Aha did. And Aha tried to overstep and say that, you know, we should do our version, not the version that you did. And the studio's like, no, that's not how it works. We contracted you to perform with our music. So I thought that was funny. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's true. It's true. Aha, Take on Me is dope too. Yeah, another classic 80s song. I'm an 80s guy, so I love 80s music, man.
And best musical video ever. Full stop.
Yes, and I loved when Family Guy did a parody of it. And Chris falls out of the milk thing there at the store comes falling out, and he goes, "Where was I?" Completely confused by what just happened. Good morning, Socks. How are you doing, buddy? So, Something Wild is absolutely a forgotten gem with Melanie Griffith, Jeff Daniels, and Ray Liotta. And if you've never seen that film, you've not really appreciated Ray Liotta.
Which one?
It's called Something Wild, 1986. An absolute must-see film. I'm curious, what rating? Let me look it up real quick. What rating it got on? Here we go. Something Wild on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's funny to me. It got a 91 from critics and only a 69 from viewers. And I think it's a far better film than it's getting that 69%. It should have gotten a better score than that. That should have been up in the 70s, definitely. Because I understand it's a quirky film, and the kind of film that, you got to be really into that style of film to appreciate it. Hey, good morning, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Yeah, I know, 69. I knew I was going to say that, and there's going to be one of you assholes fucking make a joke about it. Fuck you, monkey jeebus. You and your back door. Love you, buddy. So, we lost Ray, man. Let's see what's coming up from him, because I know he had some stuff he was working on. We have April 29, 1992, which is what he was working on. I'm hoping he finished his shooting for that. Dangerous Waters, I hope he finished that too, because it's still filming. The Substance, what is that about? That sounds like a horror film. Demi Moore, oh, you make a comeback? I don't know what the plot is or premise. It doesn't give any information. It sounds like the title of a horror film to me. The Substance. Cocaine Bear is in post-production, so he finished that one. El Tonto, he finished that one. It's completed. Blackbird TV series, he plays Big Jim Keen in that. It's completed, but not aired yet. And Broken Soldier, what is that? Written and directed by Matthew Coppola. Has Sophie Turner, Mark Kassan, and Ray Liotta. What is there? A war veteran suffering from PTSD befriends a teenage girl. All right, sounds like trouble to me. I'm going to check it out, though. And, of course, he was in last year's season of Hannah, which is, it's not a bad show on Amazon. I think it's better than fucking Jack Ryan. Said it. Jack Ryan season 1 was okay. I thought it was good. I had a problem with them making Admiral Greer. Well, Greer. He's not an admiral in it. They made Greer an operative that he works with instead of being a Navy guy that he works with and has known since the Navy. And then they made him Muslim, which I don't have a problem with people being Muslim, but he's based on a character from a book, and that's not what he was. But Tom Clancy's dead, so what are you going to do? So, let's see. Nah, nothing new. Okay. I'm going to skip ahead now to Obi Wan. And I watched the first 2 episodes last night. And here's the thing. It's not awful. It's not. People are going in hating it. And I get it. Look, they're going to bait and switches. She's the hero. Even though she is just a fucking awful human being. Her character is terrible. There is no redemption for a person like that outside of dying. So what is their idea? I guarantee you they're going to make her the hero. It's just like that, Reddit post that Drunk 3PO talked about. And I'm telling you, yeah, I see it's coming. But in the middle of it, I'm also watching the story, and I have problems with it. Leia doesn't know Obi Wan Kenobi. She knows of him. First problem. Just fucking come on, man. It's all there. It's a roadmap. All you gotta do is pick the map up and read the map. Keep you from doing stupid shit. Really does. Oh, that's right. He's in Dumbo Drop, Operation Dumbo Drop. He was good in that, man. That was a fun film. You know, I watched it with my daughter, and it's one of those films she owned. I watched it one time, but I need to go back. I think, who else is in that? Was that Danny Glover that's in that? I can't remember. Damn it. I'm going to go look real quick. That's what the internet's for. Operation Dumbo Drop.
Yes, he was. Danny Glover was.
Yeah, and Dennis Leary was in it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dougie Doug was in it?
James Hong.
I don't remember James Hong being in there.
I'm watching.
Yeah, he was in it. Holy shit. And Checky Cario is in it. Oh, my God. I love that. Marshall Bell was in it, too. You remember him. He's in the movie Total Recall with Quado, the guy.
Ah, yeah.
Great fucking character actor. And that's all he ever does. He plays secondary character actors. He's hold on. I had to step away.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Had to step away. The problem that I had went to the doctor for yesterday has finally started to resolve itself. Okay, good news, buddy. Good news. I laugh and I will not tell you why. Peter Finkman fans, like, good seeing you, man. Christopher is back. Full-size animatronic elephant for that movie. Yeah. When I saw that, I'm like, bullshit. Yeah, it's crazy. Well, yeah. Because here's the thing. Because I've told people, you know, I don't like woke. I don't. But I will watch fucking woke if it's told well. If you tell me a good story. And proof of that is, you know, I'm very anti-communist. And yet one of my favorite films was a communist film called The Battleship Potemkin by Sergei Einstein, because it is a masterpiece. Great storytelling. You know, yes, it is absolutely propaganda for the communists, but I don't care. It's a great fucking film. You know, my politics only trigger me politically when you get stupid in the film. And I'm unforgiving, or TV show. I'm very unforgiving to being stupid in a show. Writers should know better. But the show, the first 2 episodes, I had a problem with the Leia story. Not when she's on her home world of it was Alderaan? No. Was that Alderaan? I think that was Alderaan, wasn't it? It's either that or Dantooine. It's either Dantooine or Alderaan. I forget which one she grew up on. But I got irritated the minute they meet. And I'm like, that didn't happen. Because you know that by what she said to him. You served with my father in the Clone Wars. Meaning she didn't know him. She didn't say, you saved me and rescued me on this planet. She didn't say that. The identifier for him to know who she was through her father. So I was just fucking annoyed with that. Roadmap. You have a roadmap. Read the fucking roadmap. Ask directions. Don't be a fucking asshole. Every woman I've ever been with is always blown away that if I don't know where I'm going and I consult a map and I'm not sure, I will fucking ask directions. And they're like, you actually asked directions? I'm like, yeah, because I'm not stupid. I've seen movies where you don't ask directions and you end up in a dangerous situation.
You end in pieces in a cabin.
There you go. So was it Dantooine? Was it Dantooine that she was from?
No,
Alderaan. That was it. Alderaan, because that was where her family was. Right. Yeah. Alderaan. And technically that wasn't Vader. That was
Talking.
Tarkin. Yeah. He's the one who ordered. You prefer another target? A military target? Then name the system. Yeah, I fucking know Star Wars. Wrong turn. Yeah, that fucking films. It's like, ask directions. I've always been that way. Because I hate being lost. I really do not care what your political or social view is. I'm giving my time when I watch whatever. Yeah. It's like you're taking my time and you're telling me that my time isn't valuable to you. That's what a show is saying when they throw trash at you. They're telling you your time as the viewer isn't important to them. And that means poor salesmanship. Look, man, even snake oil salesmen knew that they had to massage a fucking audience to get money. Had to work them. Had to give them what they wanted. They wanted to hear what they wanted to see. Disney, fuck you. That's what Disney is saying to us every time they put out something like that. So,
Orville Nation is here.
So once again, hey, Orville Nation, what's up, my friend? Hey, buddy. You'll be interested in this because I gave Star Trek Strange New Worlds episode last night a B-. Once again, Normie, fucking like, and I get it kind of annoyed with anybody. And so, Normie, if you see this, I'm apologizing. Yes, I'm cranky with you. I was cranky with you because I assume you fucking know my stance on the basics of what I said about the overall series so far. I don't like how they're treating Pike. He's being treated not as a captain, commander. He's being treated as a conduit character for other people to make decisions, and then he gives approval to it. It's going through him rather than him being at the center of the story. They're having other people do their fucking reports. Start date 3.456. Ship's captain. It's the captain that does it, or whoever has the con. I'm just so annoyed with how they're doing this. They're doing it because Alex Kurtzman is woke and he wants to throw women into every fucking scene, and he's obnoxious about it. And that other people don't notice how obnoxious that is isn't my fault. It's not my fault you don't recognize someone being obnoxious with you. I know when somebody's being obnoxious, and Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman are fucking obnoxious twats. I fucking can't stand them. And Goldsman's a fucking horrible role. He got an Oscar. A lot of fucking stupid people got lucked into a fucking Oscar. DC and Marvel had comics that I both enjoyed and didn't enjoy. Yeah, same here. Just now, the problem with Obi Wan is that it's just your typical fucking Kathleen Kennedy led Star Wars that's kind of meh. It's like it doesn't fucking get you going. It's sort of like here's a good analogy for it. Star Wars should be to fans what foreplay is to a woman. It gets their motor going. When we see and hear Star Wars and see Star Wars, we should be rushing to the fucking store to see if there's anything available right after watching it. And that's not what you're getting from them. You're not getting anything that really inspires. And again, going back to even Star Trek, I challenged somebody the other day, and I just went and did it myself. I said, look to see how many scientists are writing about Star Trek, current Star Trek. Can't find anything. Can't find anything. They even have an astrophysicist. Her name is Erin McDonald. She has a PhD in astrophysics. She was a community college teacher. Yeah. Never wrote any papers. Never did any major work. She went straight into entertainment. And she's been working on Star Trek since 2019. And so she's been putting stuff into Picard. It's like adding an air of legitimacy. And in fact, to tell you the truth, the best thing I like about Strange New Worlds is their science is actually right. For the first time, we're getting accurate science in Star Trek. New Star Trek, Neo Star Trek.
Fake Trek.
But it's still not connected to canon. It's not canon. It's nowhere near canon. once again, I posted last night. First thing I pointed out, the Gorn were unknown to the Federation. Unknown. Unknown means unknown. Not, oh, we met them in passing. No, they'd never fucking heard of them. The Federation had no knowledge of the Gorn until Kirk's run-in with them when they in Arena, yeah, the episode Arena, season 1. And then another alien species, almost like the Q continuum, very omnipotent, intervene and make them fight each other on a planet. And so the Gorn, because the Federation Starfleet didn't even know what they were called. It was that alien that told Kirk and the crew the name of the creature, species. So roadmaps, they're there. Use them. Keeps you from getting lost. Wait a minute. A person of color, Kurtzman and Goldsman are not good writers. They insult every single time. Yeah. You and I are in simpatico on that one, Keith. You know it. Not going to lie, Lucasfilm almost got me with the Willow teaser trailer. And then I realized Kathleen Kennedy is behind the project as a bit. Yeah, because it's not going to be about really Willow in the end. It's going to be the bait and switch where she's going to make it about the young people and their ideological outlook. As a big fan of the movie.
Sorry.
That's okay. As a big fan of the movie, I dread what they're going to do with the IP. I do too. I trust nothing. You know, it's gotten to this point where it used to be trust but verify. We've lost that. She has betrayed every fucking fan and insulted them recently by calling them racists again. After Bob Chapek said, that shit's done. We're not going to allow that. He's allowing it. He's allowing Lucasfilm to call fans racist because they had a problem with this character, not because of a race. And even though two major characters are black in Star Wars that has a huge fan following. In fact, the single most popular character was not Obi Wan Kenobi in the prequel trilogy. No, it's Mace Windu. Fucking, you know, they throw these words around, and they know that every time they cry wolf, the crying for wolf loses power. So every time they scream racist, racism loses power. Calling people out on actual racism loses power. It's like the whole Me Too movement. You call things out in a false way, it diminishes the real ones to where they're not effective, and it does nothing, and people doubt. People lose faith. And fandom has lost faith in Star Trek. They've lost faith in Star Wars. They've lost faith in the studio system. Only when they verify do they go. Spider-Man No Way Home. There's no more trusting anymore. They don't trust. I gave up. I'm not going to watch any more Marvel on Disney. I don't have a Disney account anyway. It's through the rental here. And if I don't watch it through somebody else's service, through the rental here, I watch it through other means. Wink, wink. Because I'm not going to give Disney my money. I'm done. Fuck them. The only thing I'm interested in is The Mandalorian. And that one's, I got to be honest with you. If they don't bring Gina back, I may give up on that one. Good morning, PJO. So right now, Sony, you know, and somebody told me, well, I told you Sony was woke. The fact is Sony's put out a lot of good products. They may be woke, but they're putting out good products. So I have more faith in Sony than I do Marvel. They put out Ghostbusters, Afterlife. Yeah, I've got a problem with it because it's overuse of member berries. I don't like it. I don't like it when I start to feel like I'm being manipulated while I'm watching a film. And you can feel it if you really pay attention to what's going on, your feelings and your reactions to a movie. I got angry at the movie not Deep Impact, the other one with the asteroid with Bruce Willis. One time was enough having to deal with him dying. He's sacrificing himself, got a, and then they did a second time with another scene. It's like, oh, come on, stop. And then they did it a third time with the daughter. And it's like, okay, you are now manipulating me. And I know when I'm being manipulated, and it pisses me Armageddon. That pissed me off. The third time they went for the tears, I was done. I was fucking angry at that movie. And Deep Impact is a better film.
Let me address something out of rails. Yes,
Was that Mimi Leader? Who directed Deep Impact?
Can't remember.
It was directed by, yeah, I got it right. Nailed it. Mimi Leader.
Peter Bang Bang Fansite. That is a possible light at the end of the tunnel.
Orville, totally, yes.
Ah.
Oh, wait, I missed some of these. Gerry is both gay and super straight. True story. Yeah, it is. I can't help it. Oh, you changed my avatar. Martin.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Someone's to blame. There I am. I'm gay for this show. And I'm gay for Awesome One. And when it comes to gay, I am definitely a power bottom. So, Orville Nation, there are already problems with Kenobi. Yeah, I was just talking about it. Once again, canon. Canon is a map. People go, oh, what's canon? What importance does canon play? Canon is a map. And it's a map that with Star Trek and with Star Wars, you can work with it. You can, but you need to pay attention to it because it's a roadmap and it keeps you from going off the road and going the wrong direction and, end up being killed like in Wrong Turn. Pay attention to your fucking maps. Kennedy's people, the Star Wars writers group, whatever, fuck those people. They don't know shit about Star Wars. Once Kathleen Kennedy is gone, if the Lucasfilm story group is not fired, I am done. I am done right now until she is gone. Mandalorian is the only thing I'm going to watch, but I swear to God, if I see one major misstep like I did with Boba Fett, I'm done until she's gone. Rocket with a lightsaber. Let's see. Deep Impact was the much superior disaster porn film. Yep. As an aficionado, I am an absolute fan of disaster porn. I love disaster films. These are, a lot of people don't know that a good disaster film is really a character story. They are some of the best character arc stories. They focus on how a person is at the beginning more than most films as they are at the end. They really do. And that's because you see people who make self-sacrifice and risk life and limb to save somebody else. Or you see someone you think is going to be great, ends up being self-serving and dies a horrible death because they're a fucking asshole and tried to save themselves over everybody else. Bishop in Aliens. Prime example. Kenobi, well, clearly, look, I don't have a problem with that part. I really don't, because they escape by the skin of their teeth, and they know that their brethren, and which includes the females, are all being slaughtered, hunted down, and killed. And so I could see where somebody could be broken by that and just realize maybe I just need to shut up and, I failed completely. I trusted the wrong people. Especially if you've been spending too much time alone, devils come in, man. I've been a very haunted person in my life by past. And when I'm left to my own devices is when it gets the worst. So really, I have no problem with that. And where's your character arc? Because here we go. This is where a character arc can really take place. You have somebody who's broken that gets their faith back. That's important. That's a good character arc. And yes, I completely believe that Kenobi is not the problem with the show. The problem with the show is meeting Leia. And if that's a spoiler, I mean, sorry. I'm not going to say what happens, but he meets Leia, and that's a problem canonically. Yeah, canonically. Because she said in the recording, you knew my father. That denotes that she doesn't know him.
But do they exchange names when they meet? She know he's Kenobi, or
I'm
he's
going to
under
have
a
to.
persona?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's.
I didn't want to say, but yes.
Oh, that's bad.
She knows who he is. He knows who she is. And he says a line. This is the dumbest line. How old are you? He fucking knows how old she is. How old are you? She's 10 years old, the same age as Luke.
Well, he doesn't know R2, so.
No, look, George Lucas created that problem.
Yes.
George Lucas created that problem. Absolutely created that. This is where I've brought up, as much as I love George Lucas, he created fucking problems. Creating metachlorians was fucking dumb. So it's where he wanted to make science fiction where it's science fantasy. We're going to create this thing. And it's like, but he already said within the first Star Wars trilogy, the original, that a force wielder is aware of another force wielder. They sense the force. They sense how strong the force is with them. Otherwise, what's the point of the line? The force is strong with this one.
Yeah, Vader sensed it on Luke on the trench.
I'm telling you, man.
Vader sensed Kenobi on the Millennium Falcon.
Metachlorians was dumb. Jar Jar Binks being the central character of Phantom Menace was dumb. The whole conundrum created over R2-D2 and 3PO. Technically, they say they wipe 3PO's memory, but what about Obi Wan? I don't seem to remember ever owning a droid.
Well,
and doesn't recognize R2. Come here, my little friend.
He didn't own a droid, but he should have known.
He should have.
Oh my god, this little fucker again.
All the problems within Star Wars, but then again, still going back, we don't need to be stupid going forward, and we're being stupid going forward. Having him meet her, having Darth Vader fight Obi Wan again, I really don't have a problem with that, because he is what do you call it? The Emperor's I forgot, apprentice. An apprentice is always in a state of learning. He's until he becomes a master, he is an apprentice. So he's still technically a learner. So when he says the line from Obi Wan, when we last met, I was but a learner. Now I am the master. And it's like, no, you're not. You're not a master. You're an assistant to the Emperor. So there are problems. There are always going to be problems. So, but that's a gray area to me. But a clear one is the Leia one. I had a problem with that. And then asking her age when he knows her fucking age. Writers' rooms are looking as suspicious as Rotten Tomatoes having a group of Twitter posts. Yeah. Again, I always say don't pay attention to the critics on Rotten Tomatoes. Look at what the viewer scores are, because they're generally are very accurate telling of whether it's worth watching or not. George tried to explain his lore, but he fumbled it huge, big time. It was a huge fumble. Metachlorians was a huge fucking problem that he created, and it shouldn't have happened. He should have just stuck to the sensing of the Force, that Jedi would close their eyes and reach towards the person and sense just how strong their Force was. No, they're not. And that's why it was so important that Force wielders were picked up as younglings. But this is another fumble by him, that Anakin, because George Lucas keeps talking about how he loves circular storytelling. Well, one of the biggest circular storytelling devices he had, and he didn't use, was Anakin. That Anakin should have been 12 instead of a toddler, or the
9.
age he was in the movie,
He was
9.
9.
He should have been, because
Older.
what's his name easily could have played in 1999 the kid that plays Darth Vader now. This guy's name, Christensen, Hayden Christensen, was young enough that he could have pulled off 12 to 13. He could have. And that's what they should have done. They shouldn't have gotten that poor kid, ruined his life. Ruined it, Brian. Ruined his life. For all the dumb stuff in the prequel films, they still make more sense. Oh, yeah, definitely. The prequels really aren't that bad. My issues are in the dialogue, the really bad writing, because Lucas cannot write fucking good dialogue to save his life. He writes interesting dialogue, and he creates great characters. He's a great overseer. He really is. Some of the best elements of Star Wars was in the book. He didn't write the book. He got credit for it, but it was actually written by Alan Dean Foster. I am a fart-sensitive user, able to control the ways of the fart. There you go. Stink on him. But I enjoyed certain aspects of the show. I had serious issues with some parts. I thought it was, I understand he's broken, but he had an opportunity. You could have seen something, but he didn't want to use the Force, I guess. That's what they're trying to go, is that he's trying to avoid using the Force to avoid detection. I think he's a little afraid. He's developed fear as a character, which is dangerous. And that needs to be part of the story arc too. The character arc is that he has been broken and has learned fear and has to regain who he was by the end of the season for a good story arc, character arc. Never read any of the EU past the Han Solo books that came out in the 80s. And I read the Bounty Hunter book where Boba Fett escapes the Sarlacc.
Only books I have read are the novelization of the movies.
And I've read those, of course, but that was way back. But as far as the expanded universe is what I'm talking about.
I keep away from that.
I love the Star Wars original Han Solo trilogy. Han Solo it stars in, Han Solo's Legacy, and Han Solo the third one, I forget the name of. And then I read the Bounty Hunter book. I think that was in 95. I read that 94, 95. I read that, and that's where Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc. I thought that was good.
Evil Mary Sue.
Well, she's technically not a Mary Sue because she's already developed character. She's no more of a Mary Sue than any other character who's already developed. The problem is when you have a protagonist, we're supposed to show the character arc. We're not showing her character arc. This story is not about her. The problem is they're going to make her the hero, and she shouldn't be. Even though I will say that structurally, a villain who realizes their villainy and understands that they were wrong all along, who sacrifices themselves to stop something or protect something, is a good sign of redemption and is the arc that is required for a character who has done a great deal of evil. Like a Scarlet Witch going around and hurting people and probably even killing them. And then at the end of a movie, suddenly it's okay. That's not a good character arc. That's dumb. My dad about to get book on the 101st about how the beach landing almost didn't go down. There's some true heroes there on the beach, including well, first of all, they had a huge amphibious armor landing. I think only a handful of tanks survived. Most of them ended up there in the ocean, sinking. They're still there to this day, along with a lot of film. Now, I believe actually, because salt water is a great protector of film. Film stock, it can be protected in salt water. So when you hear the Department of Defense say that all that film was lost, I call bullshit on that. I think that what happened on Omaha Beach in particular is so fucking horrifying that they just lost the film. They didn't want it. It's either physically in a vault, never to ever be seen again, or it was destroyed. The 82nd Airborne had some crazy shit happening. One of the biggest battles of World War II was fought inland on D-Day, and that is captured in the book No Better Place to Die, which I did the storyboards for the movie. Still planned. It's still in planning with Tom Hanks, Gerry Sinise, and Dale Dye. And I was a storyboard production artist on that. And I got to tell you, it's one of the most emotional projects I ever worked on, because I'd have to get up and walk away from drawing scenes, storyboarding certain scenes, because these were real guys doing real things that were risking life and limb. And some of them didn't make it. I had to draw it, and it had a big impact on me. My uncle got freaked out when I played Call of Duty on PlayStation 2. Yeah, well, look, the first time I played a combat game, which was actually Medal of Honor, it had an impact on me. And but suddenly I realized there was something very cathartic about playing those games. And when I got to America's Army and I was doing soldier shit in the game like I did in real life, and this, of course, was a game developed by the U.S. Army, based off of real tactics and real equipment and how things are done, how you do an operation, how you breach a building. And it was just, it really made me feel good. And so when Call of Duty came out and I started playing Call of Duty, that transition from America's Army over to that. And I have found playing combat games to be very cathartic. But I will tell you, during intense gaming, I will stop playing, because I'll have an emotional reaction to it, and I got to walk away because I'm all stressed out. When I start getting stressed playing a video game, it's the opposite of what I'm playing the game for. And so I'll get up and walk away. In fact, I will tell you, I've not played Call of Duty since December. And I really should try to play again, because it really is good for me. Metal Gear Solid made me feel like a real soldier. I've never played Metal Gear, so I don't know. One of the things I enjoy is playing against other people. Playing the game itself, the actual game, I get a very little pleasure from playing. What I enjoy is playing against other people, testing my skills against theirs, because I'm a very competitive person. People who know me privately know very well how competitive I am. So I liked being on Xbox Live for years. Now I can do it. What I love about playing on a PC is it's cross-platform, so I can play PlayStation, other people on computers, and I can play Xbox against them. It's great. The only thing that sucks about that is once you finish that match and you go back out to the lobby, you're pushed into a whole new lobby. You don't get to always play the same people, which when I start shitting on somebody, I like shitting on that person for a while when they get cocky, and I just like, I don't know, I'm kind of a dick. Hiding under a box soldier. Fortnite. I cannot stand Fortnite, man. I cannot stand it. I tried playing it so I could play with Steven, and I told him I fucking hate this game. I won't play shooters generally because they give me stress. There's a reason I play RPGs and strategy games. I get so fucking bored playing those. I cannot stand playing RPGs. The only RPG game I ever enjoyed was Blade Runner. That's it. You a mouse keyboard guy, right? No, I am not. I am a controller guy. Absolutely Xbox controller. I'm used to the patterns, and I'm very quick to them. I never played keyboard mouse. I always had a controller, except for I played it with the Thing video game. And what was the other one? Blade Runner, when it came out in 97. That was, once again, mouse. And I'm trying to think. World of Warcraft, which I didn't like that game. I've got to tell you, man, it was the most boring thing I ever did, playing World of Warcraft. I'm like, what the fuck? I told because I was hanging out with all my high school friends playing it because that was what they were playing, and I was like, I wanted to hang out with them. I got on there and I went, oh my god, it's like D&D all over again, man. I'd go play D&D with them, and I just wanted to die, just kill me, so I could sit down, drink beer, and watch my friends play and just hang out with them. That's what I want to do, just hang out with them. I did not want to fucking. Oh my god, D&D was so fucking boring to me. There's no build mode, right? Yeah, not in Call of Duty, no. I still need to finish Halo Infinite campaign. I haven't played it. I just don't. I got away from Halo because little kids populated the fucking lobbies on live. And there's nothing more annoying than hearing some 9 or 10-year-old kid, I raped you. It's like, dude, your balls haven't even dropped. You haven't raped shit. What's up, Lindsay, the cynical geek? How are you doing? Good morning. Did I miss anybody? I think I said hi to everybody. So, yeah, it's the end of this show. I am done with my coffee. It is all gone. Yeah. Would you like to touch my monkey?
Not really.
Not really? No? All right. That's fine. So we talked about Ray Liotta. We talked about Star Wars Kenobi. I think that it started off okay. That's the problem. It's okay. Star Wars and Star Trek should get nerds excited. Real nerds, classic nerds. We're the ones who buy things and pay for things, but it doesn't. It doesn't get the engine revving. No. See, that's the opposite of me. In fact, when I got Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I actually have been playing it for 4 or 5 months when I realized I hadn't played the campaign. I'm like, oh, I got to go play the campaign. Played the campaign, got it done in one day. And I'm like, okay. Campaigns are, not even going to get into it. I'm just not campaigns are okay. What I want is the live. I like playing. I am very competitive. Again, I'm going to put this out there. I'm competitive. I like to put my skills against another person's. I do a lot of one-on-ones. I have a very high KDR for a reason, because I'm good at, very skilled at those games. And a lot of times I use actual military skills, and how you do things like breaching a building, going into a room, you go into it a very specific way, and it works. I remember watching my brother, my cousin, and my uncle playing tabletop D&D. Good times. It's fun watching them. It is not fun being in it. I did not enjoy that. I loved watching it. Okay, I want to go back to that Reva comment. Reva, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Maze Lockwood, Jurassic World are both. Yes. Both characters are horrible people that deserve to fucking die. Structurally in a story. It's like, you know what, we're going to write this story, a fictional story, where you have this guy that takes over a country and he wants to kill one race of people. But at the end of the film, he's going to suddenly realize that he was wrong for killing all those people of that race. And we're going to redeem him at the end. It's like, look, man, Hitler couldn't not be redeemed other than dying. That's a fact. So, when you write characters like her character, what's her name again? Reva. Reva is a terrible character. She really is. She's not as terrible as in badly written. She's a terrible character as in a bad, very horrible fucking person. She's self-centered, absorbed, obsessed, and dangerous, and a risk to everyone around her. Innocent, whatever, what have you.
So, Lady Vader.
No, she is. Vader's controlled. Is a controlled character. She is not. She is a loose cannon, as they would call them, and very dangerous.
Captain Nita wouldn't be so sure of the controlness of Vader.
Well, Vader was always, even when he was going to fucking kill, whether it was the lack of faith. Apology accepted, Captain Nita. He was very calm. He just fucking killed him. You let me down. I fucking love that, man. I fucking love that.
Yeah, that movie was the start of the real Vader, because episode 4 he was very unhinged.
Well, he was a
He
two-dimensional comic character.
he yelled all the time. He was prone to outburst.
And well, first of all, Empire Strikes Back is really the only Star Wars film that really isn't totally George Lucas, because not Kaz. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I just forgot the director. Oh my god, Erwin
Hugh.
Kirshner.
Irving Kirshner.
The only way that he would agree to direct the film was if Lucas let go. He had to let go. He says, if I'm going to make this film, it's going to be my film. I won't mess anything up, but it's going to be my film. And it is. It's the only film that is the director's film that isn't George Lucas. And that's why it stands out the way it does. It's just it's the best Star Wars film,
Yes,
period.
yes.
And George, like I said, he's a really good oversight guy, really good big idea guy, really good at characters, great at developing characters. But when it comes down to it, he can't write. He really has trouble with his writing, which is why, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher made fun of him. And you've seen him on camera say it. You can write those lines, but you can't say them. And I love it when Mark Hamill was on the Tonight Show once, and he recited a line that's not in the film, but it was the one that he had to say during auditions. And it's a crazy fucking line with too much fucking information and exposition. Too much. But he fucking memorized it, and he said it on the Tonight Show from beginning to end. That's how good Mark Hamill is as an actor. I think he's questionable as a person, but he's a very good actor. That's why I always separate the artist from the art.
We're on the Star Wars thing. So
Vader was Palpatine's bitch. Anakin, yeah, there was I did not like that either in this, was that her character, Reva, was aware that Anakin was Vader. I didn't like that. I don't think that anybody would have been made aware of that. That would have been a secret that the Emperor kept. I call bullshit on that. That was dumb. There's a lot of little dumb shit things like that. It's like, that is not something you want fucking getting out. Who Vader is. Yeah, the second film is the best in a lot of franchises. It's true. It happens. Well, sometimes. I'll say sometimes, Das Wolfen. But so I guess yeah, we've gone longer than I expected to, and I really need to get to work. Plus, we have a show coming up. I need to prepare for that at 2:00. Pop Culture Minefields, TGIF. We're going to be talking about a lot of the same subjects, but this time in a panel. So we're gonna have fun this afternoon. It'll be a good show. And then on the 3rd, we're going to have Nerd Cookies to talk about Dune. My daughter will be joining us later with Sarah Frazetta. She'll be here as one of our panelists, my own daughter, my little girl. It'll be fun. But I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. I want to thank you guys for being here.
Give you the chat.
What's that?
I'm going to give you the chat list.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. Okay, so Arwen Avalon, thank you. Awesome One, Christopher Moonlight Production, my good friend Christopher. Das Wolfen, my good friend John. Deleted Scene, Steven was here. I didn't catch that. Infomedia Live was here. Nice meeting you. King's Portal, Port Cal. I keep missing the C in that name. Lindsay, the Cynical Geek, was here. Monkey Jeebus. Mr. TikTok was here with his $10 super chat. Yeah, thank you so much, sir. We also had Orville Nation here. It's good seeing Orville Nation. I love following him on Twitter. The Dork Knight, the lovely Sherry, Peter Vinkman Fan Site, Tree Rock Creations was here, and Zacharot 315. Parrot Head is here too. Hey, Parrot Head. Good seeing you, man. Yeah, show's ending now. Bye, PJO. We'll see you later. And with that, I bid you a fair adieu until 2 o'clock Central Time. See you in a couple hours. Bye, guys.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching Pop Culture Minefield. If you've enjoyed the show, please make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell icon for updates on our shows and channel. Also, please leave a comment, and we'd like to know what you thought of the episode, as well as letting us know if there's something you'd like us to cover in a future episode. Don't forget that you can become a member of Pop Culture Minefield now. Make sure to visit our membership page and merch store at popcultureminefield.com.
Hey, if you're still in there in the chat, Orville
on
Nation,
Twitter,
you might want to join
Facebook,
us this afternoon.
Instagram, YouTube.
I'll message you on
Twitch.
Twitter.